Hey looters, it's bright and early and I only have a couple weeks left off of work. So we're gonna go on a massive adventure today. I got the kiddo with me, so I don't have as much time. We were on an adventure, you're right. And I hope you can hear him back there. We're gonna be looking for the normal retro video games, stuff to resell, stuff to collect, mostly for the collection. And we're gonna look for some Duplos for the kiddo because I bought him a lot of toys this summer. So we're gonna go out in this adventure and see what we can find today. And I hope you do enjoy this episode of Garage Loot. Okay, looters, this is kind of really crazy. Dirty NES, but it looks like it's in great shape. The shell's not cracked at all. I will clean that up. In a bag of games. I got it all for $25. I love how there's 2 random PlayStation games in here, but frickin' Mario 3, both Zeldas, Mega Man 2. I don't think I own Burger Time. Awesome. I don't even know what Deja Vu is. Oh, wow. That's cool. Beat Up Barker's World, God, I hate that game. Just awesome stuff in here. So, random empty Nintendo case, cool. That's wow. Another great find for the summer. All right, looters. So it's not every day that I find a boxed NES game. It actually, if you look inside, it came complete in box. And there's a reason I'm holding the manuals in there and stuff. I don't really feel like pulling out. But what's funny, but what's really funny is that at the same garage sale, they had another copy. So I bought 2 copies of Tetris. They were $2 each, so I spent a total of $4. So box is in really good shape, for being, especially for being a garage sale box. So I am extremely happy because I don't have this game boxed. I own Tetris, so now I have 3 copies, so I will sell it my other 2 and find out which card is the best to actually keep it. So this label's a little faded, so I'll have to check out this cartridge inside. Hopefully they both work. Sometimes, like when I see this stuff, it's like, oh, we had a copy and then it broke and then we bought another one. So we're gonna clean these out and make sure they both work, but yeah. So normally, guys, I don't like to take video, like this. I like to, do the face shot, but this is just too crazy. So, block sale, I finally got a 3DS. I'm going to have to clean it up a bit. I'm sure it powers on anyways, $10 there. A Duplo for my kiddo, they wanted 3, I got it for 2. And then the mystery bag of $5, which I have to fully go through. There's N64 stuff in here, there's no controllers, but, some random PlayStation game. I have to fully go through. I don't even really know what I bought. So, but yeah, that's for $5 in the mystery bag of stuff. So we're gonna keep going and exploring and enjoying the day. But I am super, super stoked that I finally got a 3DS. All right, looters. So I got a Wii. Ooh, I've gotten a lot of these this summer. Got everything that you see up there for $35. It was a little beaten. God, I don't like to go over 30 for a Wii haul, but it was like with the 3 remotes, and it had Mario Kart in there, and it had a Wii Sports. I'm like, it's at least your money back plus some other games. So I was like, yeah, we'll take the gamble and go with it. So it's still early on, so we're gonna keep on looking and hopefully find some really cool stuff. Not 1, but 2 Nintendo Wii's today. Much better deal this time. Now, I haven't dug through the bag yet. It had everything shown up there. They wanted 50 and I got it for 20. I haven't even seen what's exactly in this bag. If you can tell, it came in this really dark blue bag. I saw a couple motes. I saw Mario Kart in there, and I was like, yeah, we'll take the gamble there. So this one is actually, unlike my last one, is actually in pristine shape. So we're gonna clean up everything and lay it all out and see what else we can find. So crazy little haul. But went to 2 garage sales, so I'm filming this video kind of back to back. But I got 4 games here. I'll show them on the screen, $1 each. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Didn't even know they made a game for that. I got my kid those Duplos for $1. I'll flash that on the screen. I got a PlayStation game, You Don't Know Jack, for $1. Hey, Petey's making a video. And then I got a DS, or a DS XL. It's beautiful with these games, a couple action replays, and Pokemon Soul Silver. They wanted 20 for it. I got it for 16. So another Pokemon game to add to the collection. Let's wish I had the stylus up, but this DS is or DS XL is in great shape. So add that to the collection. So random $3 find. Pirate Nintendo game, B52. It's not great. It's very sad to see they cut the box in half to make a holder. It's not really a pricey game, but this is just random. It had a little switch in it to try to beat that lockout chip. I don't really know how that works. I want to be careful because I don't want to break it. Anyways, just a random oddball sort of find. So we're gonna get some lunch soon, Boo. What do you think? Well, Wendy's? Nothing. I get nothing from them. Alright, I'm gonna get some lunch. But yeah, just a random oddball thing to add to the collection. Alright, looters, what a really productive week I had. So just to kind of do a quick recap, here's everything I spent on video games this week. Here is everything that I sold. Here's the amount of money I spent on some of the kids' stuff. And here's my total for the week. Here's roughly the number of video game items I added to my collection. You know, all that wonderful stuff that I'm going to keep. And finally, here are my season totals. So, really interesting week, and I'm going to start off with the bad news. Oh, the copy of Burger Time doesn't work. When you open up the cartridge, there's a few of the pins that have like this bubble in them. I'm sure the ROM chip inside's okay. I mean, I brassoed it. I used rubbing alcohol and nothing. But I'm going to hold on to it because I'm sure at some point I'll get another copy, and then I'll switch out the shells because that shell is pristine. Both copies of Tetris worked. It's very rare that I get to find a box game like that. Now, a CIB game of Tetris is like $10, but to get it for $2 and it was, and just to find it, I mean, was still pretty cool. The 3DS does work, and I have been playing it over the last few days, so that's been really kind of cool because that is a system I actually I didn't own. Every other game was tested and worked, and every other system and thing works fantastic. Learn though, Soul Silver, and I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I grew up with Red, Blue, and Yellow, and I didn't really play Gen 2, which usually gets probably the most high regards. I didn't realize Soul Silver was a remake of Silver. I probably should have, but does anyone know why it's actually valued so high? I was surprised to see it worth a decent amount more than Black and White, and I'm assuming it's just, is it a limited run? Is it a limited print? Like, is that sought after? Like, I just don't know, but it's kind of cool to have it in my collection. I laughed so hard that inside that N64 bag of stuff was just the case to Tetris Plus. That's hilarious to me because I actually, earlier on this year, I actually got a loose disc of Tetris Plus, so now I have the case for it, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, no, it was a good little haul. Selling that Wii stuff just to keep collecting, and I'll be selling more stuff. I did fix I fixed the NES, put new pins on it. It works and fires up fantastic. So, just yeah, it was a good little week. Now, unfortunately, the next week is kind of my last big weekend because I get to go back to work. I'm a teacher, so I get to do this a little bit more often and a little more flexibility than most people because I'm off for the summer. So, I hope you guys have been enjoying my content. I'm approaching 400 subscribers. Would love to hit that soon and hopefully be at that 500 mark. This is just kind of my little fun side project I do on the side. I really, really actually enjoy the collecting a lot more, video games. So, if you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Any suggestions? Remember, one man's trash is another man's loot. Guys, enjoy the rest of the week.